Retirement finances can be a little bit tricky. We no longer have that steady paycheck to cover our living expenses. But there are some things that we really need to keep paying for because they improve our quality of life. They may even save money or make us money in the end. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 things that I spend money on in retirement. You may have heard me say here, retirement to me is no longer working for an employer. Whether I'm working part-time or being my own boss, to me that is retirement. If I'm flexible and I'm working the hours that I want to work, then that is retirement. The very first thing I spend money on that I think is worth every penny is a password protector. This password protector will automatically assign an encrypted password for any account I have, and it will also allow me to share passwords with family members so I don't have to constantly be writing it down on a sticky note or sharing it in an email. It's much more secure to use a password protector than it is to email passwords, and it assigns those long passwords that I would never assign myself. It also can be used on my phone or my laptop and or my PC, so my password protector can be used on multiple devices, and I find it just worth every penny that I pay for it. There are some free password protectors. Not all of them will incur an expense, but I do find that I like using a password protector that it costs a little bit because I can have a family account and I'm able to share it with other people. If you want me to talk more about this or anything else I touch on this video, please leave in the comments section what you want me to talk more about, and I'll be happy to make a video about it. The next thing that I gladly pay for in retirement is Amazon Prime. I can get something delivered sometimes overnight, certainly within 2 days, pretty much anything that I buy. I don't have to waste gas money and or time going out to find many of the things that I order, and I think it's worth every penny. Not only that, I get a lot of free movies and or documentaries and things on my Amazon Prime account. So I think that Amazon Prime definitely is worth it from the productivity as well as the efficiency standpoint. The next thing that I pay for, and this really relates to retirement finances because it relates to investing, and many of you know I'm a financial coach. I have an emphasis on investing. And one of the things I gladly pay for is a product called Allocate Smartly. I've done a video on this where I go into a lot of detail about it. It's called the Allocate Smartly Review, and it's on my channel here. And I've also written an article about it at retiresurgeon.com, my website. But Allocate Smartly, basically, I'll try to just give you an overview because I love this product and I can really go down a rabbit hole with you. But what I can do is I can analyze ETF investment strategies, and I can look at past performance data, often up to over 50 years of data, and see how these strategies would have performed over these multi-decades based on back testing data, because ETFs invest in index funds. So they mimic index funds, I should say, if I'm going to use the proper financial lingo there. And I'm able to analyze these different strategies, and not only that, I'm able to combine several strategies that I really liked, and I'm able to use Allocate Smartly to help me implement these strategies easily and quickly in less than an hour in a month. These strategies are not fixed buy and hold asset allocations, the one that I selected. They do have information on there as well about a fixed asset buy and hold, like 60% stocks and 40% bonds. They have the IV portfolio. They have Ray Dalio's strategy, the all-weather portfolio. There are some fixed strategies on there. I can clearly see that the rotating strategies have had a much higher return than those fixed asset allocations into those the way that the other strategies do it. So I chose some rotating strategies that rotate into ETFs as needed based on long-term trends, and I use those. So I use Allocate Smartly to help me manage those investments, and that has been an extremely worthwhile investment. Again, let me know if you want more information about any of these things I'm talking about in this video. Just leave a note in the comments. And so far, if you've liked this video, make sure you click the thumbs up button if you don't mind. It really helps my channel and helps support this free information. And speaking of free information, I do want to mention I am an affiliate for Allocate Smartly. I am only affiliate for very few products. I think it's an amazing product and I use it myself. I've used it for several years, so I'm happy to be an affiliate for it. The next thing that I pay for in retirement that I gladly pay for is a little bit lighter, and that is kayak rentals. I can go down on Lady Bird Lake and rent a kayak for $20 an hour. Maybe I stay out an hour or two. I can invite a girlfriend. It's a great way to visit and get a really good upper body workout. So think about ways that you can spend money that really increase your enjoyment of life. You know, some of these tips I'm giving are more related to efficiency or productivity, but there's also just being happy and doing the things that you want to do when you finally have time to do them. So kayak rentals is one of the things I gladly pay for. The next thing that I gladly pay for in retirement are movie channels. I love movies and I also really enjoy documentaries. I find at the end of the day, it's really relaxing to just get in my movie recliner and watch a good movie and or documentary, whatever it is that I'm interested in. Maybe a YouTube channel. I love to watch funny puppy videos, but I also like to watch informational YouTube channels as well. So movie channels and even a YouTube channel without the advertisements, I find worth every penny because I can enjoy more of what I enjoy. Not only this, I tend to not go to the movie theater anymore. When I compare the cost of going to the movie theater and or going to a dining movie theater versus staying at home having a great meal while I'm watching a movie, maybe with family members, then I find it's worth every penny. And I have a really good selection of movies when I subscribe to more than one movie channel. So that is something that I really think is worth spending money on for me personally in retirement. The next thing that I spent money on in retirement is a little bit different from the other things, and that is a mini chainsaw. Now let me explain. The mini chainsaw has been an incredibly great purchase simply because it helped me trim trees after we had the horrible ice storm in 2023 in Austin. Of course, I wasn't able to handle the damage that occurred, unfortunately, to our really large trees and large branches, but I was able to use this mini chainsaw to do a lot of the cleanup. It will work for 4 inches or less limbs or branches. Now, I want to do a little disclaimer here and say don't get a chainsaw. Chainsaws are very dangerous. And what I like about this chainsaw is that it's very small. It's a 4-inch chainsaw. I'll put a link to it in the description. I have it on my little Amazon storefront with things that I love, things that I've purchased that I found to be great value and are very useful. And the chainsaw allows me to do work that I otherwise just couldn't do, that I would have to hire someone to do, or I would have to wait a long time until I could get my husband to do it, usually a long time. And it allows me to be productive in my garden. So I handle the landscaping myself now. I actually did end up, after I got comfortable with this really mini chainsaw, I ended up buying a larger chainsaw. I bought chainsaw chaps just to be extra safe, and I am super safe. I think a lot of people just shouldn't use a chainsaw. They are very dangerous. But I feel like I need to say that. I love my mini chainsaw and I'm very careful with it, and it's something that I bought that I think was a really good investment. I've gotten my money out of it so many times. I believe it was $67. And remember, if you're not retired already, retire certain. And if you are, enjoy your retirement.